What's up, Sunday fam? Welcome back to another video. I'm Element.
Name's Flip.
And we get together every Sunday to talk about our favorite TV shows, movies, and everything pop culture. This week, we saw Endgame. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So obviously there's so much content to cover during the week, and sometimes there's so much that we can't cover it all on Sunday. And so sometimes we're going to do these one-off videos that you're going to see during the week. And that's how we're going to do it from now on. We're going to cover some main TV shows on Sunday. And then if there's that movie that we really need to see and review, we're going to do that and we're going to release it during the week. But with that said, it's time to talk about Avengers Endgame.
Ooh.
This...
Oh,
my top movie. Top movie.
Your top movie?
It's number one now.
It's like deadlock for me between Infinity War and Endgame. Infinity War gave me different feelings. It gave me like just this like feeling of desperate hopelessness, but then like amazement from the character of Thanos and how it made me feel like I could root for him. And then Endgame was just like fan service for me. It was like, woo! Every moment when... Are we spoiling? We're not. We'll spoil. Well, we're spoiling. We're not spoiling. It doesn't matter.
We're gonna. Okay, let's do this. This is gonna be a spoiler review.
Okay, cool. But we
need to talk about. We're not gonna like give everything away.
Okay.
But like, obviously, you've seen the movie. You're watching reviews right now. We're gonna talk about some stuff. So if you haven't seen the movie, obviously, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
get out of here.
I doubt
Wait
it
until you've seen it.
I doubt it that you haven't seen it yet, because there's been over $1 billion already made opening weekend for Endgame.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine that you're watching this video right now and you haven't seen it yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
So obviously spoilers. So let's get into it. This movie had so much to consume, right? Because obviously, off of the heels of Infinity War, like things are already underway. Like the people are gone. These guys are suffering from the consequences of that.
Yeah.
And now there's like the first half of the movie is just, getting a solution in hand.
The first half of the movie was definitely like a build up to, obviously, the climactic event, right? But like it was it was a setup to just kind of remind everyone of how desperate and hopeless that future was after the snap.
Yes.
And then it just slowly builds up until they come up with a plan to restore all goodness in humanity and the universe.
And this is where things kind of took a twist almost, because we obviously have been speculating since Infinity War and since even before Avengers Infinity War that how are they going to possibly come back from a snap that wipes off half of the universe, right?
Yep.
And so, we all thought that they were going to do something with time, go back in time and possibly reverse something, but surprise twist, they actually just use the stones to not undo the snap, but bring everyone back and not erase what has happened in the past 5 years.
I do not know if that is exactly what happened in the comic books. I did not want to look into what happened in the comic books because I wanted to go into this movie with an open mind and without any kind of, like theories or whatnot.
It's different.
Yeah. Oh, it is? Okay,
it's different.
Leading up to this movie, I had thought that, when Scott Lang was shown in the security cam, and I saw a couple of videos here and there that there was a timestamp there of it like being in the past. I totally thought that was going to be he's gonna go back to the past and like mess up the timeline and
warn the Avengers of that
warn
time,
the Avengers of Thanos' imminent threat.
Yes,
but the twist was that wasn't it actually.
But another twist that happened is that like it didn't go according to plan. And this is what I love about Marvel movies. They always tease like the solution. They always tease that they're going to come out on top and be victorious with some kind of strategy or plan. But when they went back in time, it turns out that like Nebula obviously is sharing like a network consciousness with herself.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And it reveals things to Thanos. And as soon as that part happened where like they did the snap and used the stones and Thanos arrived, I was like, oh no.
I was really surprised about that because I actually thought that they were gonna go back right before the snap. Everybody somehow is collected and it was like twice the army that they had before that, right? But this was just like, this was Thanos jumping into the future before he even did the snap and, you know, messing things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that sequence was just like, I teared up a little bit. Like I
it
was tearing, you know.
Really epic.
The moment was as desperate as it could be, right? It's just the few of them.
You know what? It didn't actually feel so desperate because like we got some awesome combat with Captain America using Mjolnir.
That was cool.
That reveal had the whole theater shook.
That
like,
but you know, that was really awesome. But like, I still kind of felt like, well, they're still overmatched.
Yes,
you know,
obviously
the whole
yes,
time.
yes.
But fan service for sure. That was amazing. It was a great spectacle. Just Thor himself being the hillbilly
Yes.
version of Thor was amazing. Lebowski is what Tony called him.
Yeah.
But in any case, that big moment when you know that a Doctor Strange has done his deed,
Yes.
and brought everybody back with you know his circumference of time or whatever it's called.
His like portal ring. Basically.
Yeah, his portal ring. Oh, I was tearing up because this, how many movies is this? 22 movies?
I think 23 or 24.
23 or 24
23.
movies.
I think it was 22 at Infinity War. 23 with Captain Marvel, and I
Yeah.
think this is the 24th.
Got it. I mean, it is such a culmination of events and
Yes.
history that I just couldn't help it. Like, I was just telling myself, I was like, just take a couple of breaths, chill out, wink, you know, get your eyes like fixed a little bit. But that was a great moment. What was the best moment for you?
The best moment, I think, was, I think the same thing, when everyone just came back. And it wasn't something like where they came back and it was just like, where am I? Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking for that glimmer of light in a moment of darkness. And when, you know, Sam Wilson's on the comms, he's like, Cap, can you hear me? To your left.
So good.
To your
Oh,
left.
man.
And then the portal ring.
It was so good. I mean,
then-
that line right there when Cap was just like, you know, like he goes, like with the shield, he's ready to go against 1,000 or 1,000,000 of his armies, and then I was just like,
Everyone was there. Everyone took
oh
their
my
stance. You know, the sorcerers were like, whoosh. And then we had Black Panther. We had the Valkyrie.
all their armies were
Asgardian
intact.
army.
Oh my god!
Oh
it was
jeez,
so
that battle
good.
was
amazing,
huge.
amazing. There was just way too many things to highlight.
Yeah,
An individual piece of fine moment.
that was my favorite moment. But if I'm going to pick out something that was really awesome for me,
What's your number one?
was Scarlet Witch.
Ooh,
Like-
that was pretty cool. That was
Like
pretty
ever
cool.
since they introduced Scarlet Witch, and you know, if you're a fan of the X-Men and the mutant universe, you know she's one of the most powerful mutants in the whole universe. But we never got to see her full potential in any of the Avengers. You know, she had like some good moments in Infinity War, but
Yep.
she like brought it, man.
did.
She was like an entire army by herself, taking down those big, you know, Chitauri
And
ships.
her one-on-one confrontation with Thanos was
Yeah.
actually really, really badass.
Yes.
Like, I think she held her ground the most out of everybody. Because, you know, with Captain America, it was just like a bunch of combos here with the hammer and blah, blah, blah. He'll get tossed around, he'll come back and do more combos. You know,
Yeah.
the same with Iron Man, and Thor would struggle here and there. But she kind of posed like a significant threat. Of course, Thanos is almighty and powerful. He eventually found a way to, you know,
Well, you know,
gain the upper hand.
basically told his commander, just start shooting everybody. Don't, you know, without any kind of discretion whatsoever. But in any case, we had
Yes.
like an awesome arrival.
Oh. That was my number one moment in the whole entire sequence of that final battle. I just wanted to see how they were gonna pay off, you know, the trailers of Captain Marvel saying, well,
Yeah.
you didn't have me. And I was just wondering throughout that whole time, the whole sequence, I was like, where's Captain Marvel? And then all of a sudden, they're shooting out there somewhere. I was like, who are they shooting at? I was like,
I knew.
oh, okay,
I
here we
knew.
go. I just want to see how she comes in, and it was pretty spectacular. Pretty
She came
damn
in like
epic.
Thor in Infinity War, basically.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like,
well, but I will
boom.
say when Thor came in Infinity War, that was
No, it was pretty epic. It was pretty epic. But she did, you know, fly through the ship and destroy
Yeah.
the ship. And, you know, there was this epic moment with all of the women of Marvel where she took the gauntlet and was like, okay, I'm going to take it from here. And she's like, and then Peter Parker or Spider-Man, he's like, how are you gonna get through that? And then all the women came and was like, don't worry, she has help. And then
That
the
was
crowd,
pretty awesome.
the crowd in the theater was shook
Yeah,
with that,
that
too.
was pretty awesome.
That was a pretty good sequence there.
And then the final sequence.
Yes.
Are we done? Are we done talking about everything else?
I mean,
Is there anything else you want to touch on?
At this point, the entire movie was just like, so good, you know? So we have to talk about how it came to a close. How everything just finally concluded the entire MCU as it has been for the past 10 years.
Boy, was it fitting as ever.
Yes. And so, obviously, the way they beat Thanos was Iron Man. He did the final snap, and we lost the original Avenger.
The first movie was Iron Man, and of course, it was more fitting for Tony Stark to end it that way, right? But I just thought it was magnificent because the way he took the stones out of Thanos' glove, it was because he built that glove.
Yes,
right?
yes, very much so.
Yeah, so it was kind of just like a sleight of hand. It's like, here I am.
And before that happened, Doctor Strange was kind of like doing like this to him. I don't know if that was like a signal.
That was a signal.
Because Doctor Strange
was a signal.
Because Doctor Strange was also saying, he's like, listen, if I tell you what happens, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
so I wonder
but
if he was just giving him this like one hint.
He was in his moment of despair, the lowest moment of despair. Like, we're not gonna beat him again.
Yes.
Right?
And I guess Doctor Strange was like,
it was like, maybe I can give him one small hint.
Go for it.
He didn't really like, he was just like, you know, the slightest
he was Doctor
of hints,
Strange.
the slightest of hints.
In any case, yeah, we lost Iron Man, and you know they go on to have their happy lives, and everything is going according to plan. And of course, Captain America wants to correct the previous time, so he goes back to return the stones to their rightful place.
Yep.
And he doesn't come back.
He doesn't come back. He lives out his life and gets old.
Yes.
Old as fuck.
Now, of course, as with all things time travel, we even spoke about this at the previous video with the Orville. There are a lot of holes in this ending.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the movie.
But we're going to accept it. He went back to 1970, lived out his life with Peggy Carter, and then just showed up as an old man and made Sam Wilson the new Captain America.
There you go. That's it. No holes. Don't start poking anything in in those theories on how it's supposed to happen and why did this happen, alright? Oh guys, what do you think? You made it this far in the video, you must have already seen it. Which parts were the best? Which parts were your favorite? And what did you think about Captain Marvel coming in with that badass sequence? Oh, Captain America picking up Thor's hammer?
Jeez.
Yeah.
There's so many things. Just leave one thing. Try that. That's your challenge for today. Leave one thing about that whole movie that left you breathless.
Yes.
Leave it in the comment section down below, and as always, we post videos every Sunday and sometimes during the week when there's a little bit more to be said. But until next time, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to watch more videos from us. And we'll see you guys next time.